my wife and I set a very aggressive goal to retire at the end of this food season. We own a food company. I'll get into that here in just a bit. To retire at the end of this year off of our dividend account. And I want to talk to you about this wonderful transition process we're going to be going through. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper. All right, baby. I'm going to go over some of our holdings that we have, and we will be transitioning to retirement this year and using our dividend account to live off of for the rest of our lives. And I can't wait to get into this video. So without further ado, let me just tell you a little bit about this. We own a food company. We have 20 brick and mortar locations, ranging from city parks, state parks, high schools, major youth sports facilities. And we also have a mobile side to our company that our kids own and operate. They're all grown men, and they do major concerts, festivals, and fairs. This business has been just a blessing to me and my family for the last 15 years. Just absolutely incredible. And what we did was, about 9 months ago, I started this YouTube channel talking about high yield dividends and our goal to retire at the end of this year. I didn't know if it was going to work or not. So what we did is we lived very simply this year, paid our bills, whatever, and then stuffed pretty much everything we made into high yield dividends. And we are 90% of the way to our goal. And fall season coming up is our busiest season. And we're transitioning to retirement. It looks like it's going to be a reality. Now we just need to transition to business and give it to the kids and work on that. So like fall is our busiest season. Like we have high school football, all the city parks, the festivals, the fairs. We have all fall baseball, fall softball, youth football. It's absolutely an incredible time for our company. Like just for instance, at a high school football game, the stadiums around here seat anywhere 6,000 to 8,000 people. We serve to about 90% of the attendees. We are the only food vendor at these high schools. We have contracts with school districts. Average ticket price is $10. Let your imagination run wild, right? And then all the major youth tournaments we do. If you have kids and you've ever gone to a competitive baseball, football, soccer tournament at a major sports complex with like 40 fields, you understand the volume that we deal with on a week by week basis, right? And so we just stuffed everything into dividend accounts, and we are transitioning to retirement. So here's how this is going to work for us before I get into my holdings. We have 20 locations, like I said. We're going to give them to our kids and let them continue on with the business and grow it even bigger and better. They are going to take 12 of our locations next year, leaving Christy and I with 8. We were going to give all of them to them, but when we had our family meeting last week, they felt a little overwhelmed of taking over that kind of volume from one year to the next year. So we are going to go, meaning my wife and I, are going to go part-time next year just with our 8 locations. Help them transition to all the volume they're going to be doing with some of our major locations, and then the year after give them everything. So we will be semi-retired next year, and we'll be living off dividends because the 8 locations just, it's not nearly. We're giving them the bulk of our locations and some of our busiest ones, and that way we can work through the transition process with them. It makes them more comfortable. We want the company to be around for a long time. We don't just want to walk away and see it fall. It's a legacy company, right? We want our grandchildren to be involved in it if they want it, and so on and so forth. And when you own one of the largest concession companies in the Midwest, it's quite an endeavor, okay? So we're working on that transition, and I cannot wait to be semi-retired next year. And I think that's a better plan than just giving them all of them and Christy and I just throwing up the hands and walking away, right? So that's the more responsible decision on our family's part. Through the last 15 years, it was very tough the first couple, 3 years. And since that time, our kids have been with us from the very beginning. They've grown up in this business. They've been through the lows, and through the years as we have expanded and grown it exponentially, our family, not just me, our family, we have grown it exponentially. They've been along for the ride and have enjoyed all of that along the way. And I'm so happy to give this to my kids and to see the business carrying on. And then my wife and I, at the ripe old age of 50, being able to basically be retired. So yeah, we're going to be living off of our dividend account. It is coming to fruition. So let's talk about my positions. First one is SVOL. It has been absolutely incredible. I bought a ton of it when it spiked, when the VIX spiked about a month ago. And in our membership group, we talked about it. I was like, guys, you got to buy this right now. It's going to be free dividends for a long time. A lot of members picked that up. And now, if you want to join a membership group, I'll leave a link in the description. And now, it's way above our cost basis and will be there for quite some time. And all those dividends we can live off of. We don't have to reinvest because it's so far above our cost basis, and we can live off SVOL dividends. Next up, AMSI. AMSI has been a great performer in our account. It's been above our cost basis, sometimes been below our cost basis. We make sure we buy low using the Amazon chart and the 4 EMA strategy. And then we buy low on the chart, keeping our average cost low. And that way, when it gets above our cost basis, we can pull all of those dividends. When it gets below our cost basis, we'll pull like 50% of them. You know, whatever, 60%, and put the rest back in to AMSI. Next, IWMY. That one is solely to work on getting free money and getting our initial investment paid off. We've been at our share cap. You know, we bought as many shares as we wanted, and now we're just letting the dividends just pour in from IWMY. Soon we expect, maybe just depends how the dividends are paid out, maybe by February, March, April of next year, it'll be all house money. That's going to be incredible. And all the dividends past that point, we can pull 100% on. Who cares what happens? Next, YMAG. YMAG has been an incredible performer for us as well. We stay green on it, not through share price, but with dividends. Every now and again, it'll get back above our share price. But again, we buy low as possible. We take our time, buy a little bit on XATE. We wait for big dips, and we go in with big chunks and do that through time. That keeps our average costs low. That means when it gets above our cost basis, we can pull a lot of the dividends. Next, Phoebe, FBY, another incredible performer, much like AMSI. Sometimes it gets above our cost basis, sometimes below. Again, when it's above our cost basis, we can pull 100% of those dividends. Let me see. Oh, YMAX. YMAX at first was a great performer. Then it became a good performer. Now it's just an okay performer. This is the only position in our account that we are red on. Not only share price are we red on it, which like most of them we are at one time or another, but with all the other positions, dividends keep us way, way up high. This one, even with dividends coming in, we are red on it. Next, Nvidia. What can you say about Nvidia? The dividends that have come in keep us green on that account, even though our share price is lower currently than what, or the trading price right now is currently lower than our share price. The dividends keep us green on it. We'll again reinvest a portion, keep most of it, and Nvidia has just been an incredible performer. Okay, now with the fall, And since that's our busiest season, what we're going to put mostly into the fall, since we are 10% away from our goal of retirement income, it'll be XDTE, JEPQ, and FEPI. Those, along with SVOL, will be stable performers that we feel we can pull the majority of the dividends out and live off of, regardless of market conditions, and just put in a little bit, just to help with, getting more shares or whatever. And then the rest will fluctuate. We'll also make money from trading and all the different kinds of trades I do throughout the year, swing trades, scalp trades, whatever. And then YouTube, as my YouTube channel continues to grow, I'll make a little bit of money from YouTube, and it's great for our lifestyle. We can take YouTube anywhere and do videos anywhere we travel. So yeah, we're going to be retiring and living off dividends. I'll be able to talk about that with you, the ups and downs that happen over the course of the next year until we go into full retirement mode. But I am so pleased with YMAX, or Yield Max, not YMAX, Yield Max in general. They really escalated our retirement plan. The initial plan was to go with JEPI and JEPQ, and it may have taken 3 or 4 years. Now we don't have to wait that long. And the money coming in from these funds, not only can we live off of, we can put them back in to the safer funds. And I forgot about SQY. SQY, oh my goodness, we own that. That one is built solely out of profits from trading. Not one penny of my own money has gone in to SQY. So we plan on pulling 100%, okay, 95% of those dividends. We'll reinvest 5 or 10% back into it, just to keep some shares adding into it, so that can grow as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's a little longer than I anticipated. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper, out.